Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reacting to a fascinating video from BBC Real that explores how Sweden survives without small talk. I can't imagine a community that doesn't get involved in small talk. Like, how awkward will it be? Oh my god. So today I have a video here that talks about how Sweden survives without small talk. And as someone who is interested in cultural differences and communication styles, I'm really curious to learn more about how the Swedish approach to social interaction differs from what I'm used to in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria here, we love small talks. We love a little chit chat here and there. Yeah, that's how we go about our day-to-day activities. So imagining a community or a society without small talks is really wild. So you guys, let's check out this video and see what we can learn.
Small talk is those kind of in themselves unimportant topics. If you ask people what's the purpose of talking, then many Swedes will say, oh, to give information, but that's really not what small talk is about.
In Nigeria, we see small talks as a way of trying to build relationships, making the other person feel relaxed around you, something like that. Small talks kind of make some situations that ordinarily would have been so awkward, make it less awkward. Do you get? So that's how I see small talks. Exactly. Wow.
Nu ringer ni i trappuppgången. Om jag skyndar mig nu så slipper jag träffa grannen.
Are you serious? So is that bad that they actually have to look through a window to make sure that there's no neighbor or there's nobody around before going out? Is it that bad? I mean, what's there to just have some little conversation here and there? Wow, cultural differences.
Hej!
Åh nej, nu småpratar den här också. Hej!
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Nu måste jag säga någonting innan hon tycker jag är skum. Vädret? Jag vet inte hur vädret är idag. Fint väder.
Vädret? Jag vet inte hur vädret är idag.
Ja, jättefint.
Nu måste jag säga någonting innan han tycker att jag är helt självupptagen. Och se den här hissen.
Oh my god.
Kom igen.
Nu har jag inlett konversationen. Jättestelt. Ska jag säga mer? Någon tycker jag är en
You
skum.
started the conversation with such a boring comment about the weather.
Hejdå.
If there's one message, it would be that small talk is really big. It's just the topics that are small. The biggest problem for Swedes to understand is that it has a meaning even if you're talking about the weather. But the meaning is not the weather. If you want to know about the weather, you ask a meteorologist. The meaning is, let's have a little connection.
Exactly.
Basically, Swedish people want to avoid small talk situations, and in order to do that, they avoid eye contact. And Swedes have developed different strategies to do that. For example, when they see you coming towards you in your direction on the streets, they just stare somewhere else, for example in a shopping window, or they just take out their phones and stare at that. And while they do that, they have actually mastered the competence, the skill of navigating through crowded places just by staring there and using their peripheral vision.
Oh my god, I can't relate to this.
Är inte det Jonas från högstadiet? Kolla bort så kanske han inte ser mig.
Wow, Klara. Jag har inte sett henne sedan 9:an.
Hej, hur är läget? Det var länge sedan sist.
Hej.
Hur är läget?
Det är bra. Ska du också ta bussen?
Nej, jag tänkte bara gå förbi.
Hoppas bussen kommer nu så jag slipper snacka med honom.
Är du själv?
That means when you find yourself, if you're not a Swede and you find yourself, if you ever find yourself in Sweden, you better mind the way you talk to people because you might be stressing them out without even knowing. Because these are very common and usual things we do here in Nigeria. Like it even kind of make yourself seem like a very friendly person. You might be in Nigeria and you find yourself in an elevator with a stranger. If you don't say hi or maybe smile at the person or you don't greet the person, most times in Nigeria, they tag you as being proud. Like, oh, this person is so proud. She doesn't even say hi. You get. And watching this video now, it's a normal thing in Sweden. In fact, that's how they want it. Cultural differences are so crazy. Oh my god.
Säg att du är på väg till psykologen och inte jobbar på 2 år. Jo, det är bra.
Äntligen kommer bussen. Nu slipper jag honom.
Nu kommer bussen, men vi ses.
Ja, det var kul att snacka. Vi kanske kan ses någon dag. Vad creep. Träffas. Vi har inte snackat sen 9. Nu kommer hon tycka att du är jätteskum.
Swedish people like to mind their own business. They don't go down the street and talk to everyone. They just want to go out and go to the place where they want to go without any distraction, ideally.
Wow. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, the opposite, the reverse is the case. If you go about your business, you don't talk to people you meet, they see you as being proud. Nobody likes that. Many people, because there are some exceptions, because anywhere you go, and no matter the attitude you find a particular group of people exhibit, there are exceptions. And so most Nigerians would tag someone who doesn't talk to people they meet when they are out going about their business. They tag them as being proud. But the ones that are being friendly, that talk to random strangers, they see it as normal, and then they see it as you being friendly. So the reverse is just the case here in Nigeria. The Swedes see people who go about talking to random strangers as being weird. Meanwhile, in Nigeria here, if you don't talk to people you meet, like you are just keeping to yourself, they see you as being weird or being rude. Even if you're meeting with someone on business grounds, at least you do some little small talks, make each other feel comfortable and relaxed before you go into the real business of the day. Do you get? So small talks in Nigeria is like used most times to like build relationship with people, to like form a kind of connection with people you meet. I think so, maybe because they don't live
Sweden is a
closely
vast
together.
country. People have been living more spread out, and they're used to being alone, being like just within their small group, and maybe not having so much contact to other people who are living in other villages, etc. And this kind of culture that's from like many hundred years from before, it still exists a little bit more and more present, even within among those Swedish people living in cities, for example. Swedish people might get a bit confused first when they go to another country, and then people are very chatty. I think it takes a few days when they're abroad, when they're on their vacations, to open up a little bit more. But also, when a Swede comes back to Sweden, they have to readjust to their own small talk culture again.
So there are two kinds of cultures. One, there's the peach culture and the coconut culture. And America and many other cultures, they're more the peach. That you very quickly get down to a certain level of trust. And that's why you can meet people and sort of go out to a meal and feel like you know them very quickly. But then there's that kind of center of the peach. That's hard. Whereas Sweden is more a coconut culture. It's very hard to get in. And some people joke like, oh, it takes 10 years. And then you get to the heart of the coconut. But it's like, 10 years, you know.
Exactly. It doesn't apply to everyone. There are exceptions, right? Wow, I'm struck by how different the Swedish approach to communication is from what I'm used to in Nigeria. I mean, in Nigeria, we use small talks to avoid conflict or awkwardness. Whereas in Sweden, they are focused on being direct, even when it means them being blunt and awkward. And it's interesting how the video mentions that Swedes view small talks as a total waste of time. Whereas in Nigeria here, we see small talks as an important part of building relationships and showing respect. Do you get? Wow, it's a total different cultural perspective and it's fascinating to learn about it. Wow. I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something so that when you find yourself in Sweden, you won't go overboard. Thank you guys for watching. If you found this video interesting, give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, turn on the notification bell so you continue seeing more updates from me. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Bye.